Hello everybody, welcome back to the AlexCloud2275 stream. Hope you're all doing well this fine day. I'm doing good. Ready and raring to bring you another rousing episode of Final Fantasy XVI for my gaming pleasure and your viewing pleasure. I do ask that you do any likes, follows, comments, or subscribes that you may wish or want to do now or in the future. For now, however, I'm going to, whether you're watching on Twitch, on catch-up Twitch, or on the YouTube, thanks very much for watching. And again, do any likes, follows, comments, and subscribes. I already said that. We're just continuing on with our playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. Going to be heading the long way around. Actually, no, not that much of a long way. That's a lot. But we're going to be fast traveling to Estella. And then fighting the dragon thing. I think I've got a boy that's whining as well. Dog sitting the wolf again. Make sure we're actually broadcasting. Yeah, we are. Just gotta make sure those things. Potions. Alright, how full am I on potions? I need more high potions. But yeah, continuing with the abilities I rolled the last time.
Have care.
Brutal. So that's my good boy. Something tells me that big arena looking place is the way we need to go. Agni, rank A.
Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't seem fond of visitors. Too slow. slow. Get him. Too slow. Nice try.
Oh, that's the stone tongue. Ever should one manage to survive these rows of diamond hard serrated teeth lining Archeer Soul's jaw, it's likely one reprieve that will be short-lived, as awaiting one just beyond it is a granite tongue that's surely to finish the job, obtained by defeating Agni. Alright, stone tongue. Got it.
I've had warmer welcomes.
Alright. Sweet. That's that job done. Yeah, we'll take the black bullet. Alright. Alright, let's finish off this Edge of Infinity. Make sure that map's all done, so we just got that other door that we can't get into.
I needed that.
Yep, that one's got. That was that. And then this was the way to the bad place. Right. And these pillars look just as messed up as they did before. Nothing new there. And drop off a little at the hardware. Can I make myself that Ouroboros band yet?
What do you want?
Ouroboros. Stone tongue, comet feather, ochrealium. So shall the end feed a new beginning. Having found this leather belt adorned with the ancient seal of the Devourer of the Worlds, you search for the perfect waste where it is over, or has it just begun?
Should last you a good while.
Brilliant. Nothing new to reinforce. We got that. Got that.
And?
Cool.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen her.
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on the children. You've inspired them all to become writers themselves.
When you return, would you mind teaching the children another lesson?
Miss Shirley says we're not allowed in the dungeon. But Miss Menadole doesn't mind.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Cid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
A concise and disturbingly detailed record of bearer orphan deaths at the Bad Batch Conservatory.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Cid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Litany of errors complete. Level up. Level 48. Breath of Ice, Mesmerize.
The realm will hear of Badbach. And I pray that the tale of my fallen friends will spare future generations the horror we endured. Thank you for helping keep their memory alive.
Return from a distance to Vivian.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
From a distance, no mention is made of as the name of the author, whether that is because the title page has been lost to time or because the tome was published anonymously. It's impossible to say.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable, that it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
An inconvenient truth completed. A scholar's bonnet, Vivian Ninetale's scholarly headwear, awarded for her on completion of her studies at the University of Canva. Give the men and women of this benighted world a gift of truth. Make them believe in what you do, as I do. New quest at the reading tablet. Okay. New massive at my chambers. View the hunt board. What we got new here? The Wailing Banshee. Cursebreakers came across this creature searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnek. Misled by the abomination into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer her help. But as soon as they were seeking salvation, the survivors... as soon as it was they who were seeking salvation, the survivors say they can still hear the screams, both of the white and those of their fallen comrades. Oof. Grim. We got the Croc, we got Velcroy, and then Titan's Wake in Dalmaka. Okay, well, we're going to Sambrak. We'll swing by and sort that Waloed thing out later.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
If the drunken valley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits has made it across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims there are those that would see you flourish, herself being such a woman. Gareth. Okay.
Here you
Genji
are.
gloves.
Come again. I may have more for you.
I mean, that's fair. We've got everything upgraded. Yeah, I think the Genji gloves. Island warriors to the Far East are said to claim a piece of the armor of the slain soldier following a battle, wearing it over their own until their next encounter, by which time they finally remove it. The warrior is believed to be the spirit of the fallen foe to lend them their strength. Cool. But yeah, I think seeing as though I've got everything to, maximum, and I'm just messing around with the masters, I can finally get rid of that.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal is massive.
Still alive, are ya? Go on then. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Let's have a look at the body. Making amends. Clive, I am aware there are matters of great import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves, that I might knight a single favour concerning His Highness Prince Dion. Hippocrates.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about. Lawsman Hippocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. the blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the colour. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's Roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Tale to tell, Hippocrates, search for a wild wyvern tail near Rickman's Roost. Rickman's Roost. Alright. And where is Rickman's Roost? It'll be over there somewhere, wouldn't it? Rickman's Roost, yep. Wyvern tail's over there. And then abandoned village of Garnick. Okay. That's Waloed again. So before we do that, let's travel to Northreach. Trial and error. Under new management. Where is, what is it called? The Craft? The Croc. Okay, yeah, let's do the Croc first. Trial and error. Meet Nazar. Cursebrick and Nazar has asked for Clive's assistance in the evaluation of the new recruit. Alright. And then, what's the other one? What is it all? No. Have a look at the gates of Randalar. No. We haven't got the quest that's there yet. That's why. We have a quest to get and under new management. Mobby. Getting myself all confused. Option 2 is the option we're at. And what do I want? I want to put a marker there. That's where I want to go. First and foremost. Potion, I'll take it.
Have care. No mistakes.
mission, brother.
Farewell.
Brutal. It sounded like goblins. Oh, guess I deserve that. Alright, that's that all topped up. Cool. Ah, yes. The weird ball thing. Terminus.
Looks like we're working something up. Only one thing for it. Too slow. Sweet dreams.
Woohoo! There we go. That's what I wanted to do there. That's another big boss taken care of. Alright, let's move to a different role and keep going forward. Okay, we don't get a different role. Same set, we rolled a 2. Let's continue with the same role. We'll hop on Ambrosia and make our way to where we need to go.
Come on. Faster!
My bad. I can't get across the water like that. Don't really want to fuck with anything else. I have no need to.
Safe.
Press on.
Good girl.
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous?
Straight home now.
I don't care either way, so long as you do as I tell you. Well met, Sid. This is the Initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The Sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse-breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You will need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
Even now, the capital has moved. The Empire keeps the watchtowers overlooking royal meadows and the Sea of Grace manned. But only by a skeleton crew. It's a trial, not a death sentence.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Ember, are you... gone? Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is, then.
Return to Nazaire in Northreach. Make sure there's no new things here. Right, Eastwatch is all done. Feel I've slayed the Imperial garrison here many a time.
Be safe.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there, Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision. Better already.
The Dame actually cares about this town, unlike the Duke.
Welcome, welcome. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. You've a keen eye. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. You've a keen eye. An excellent choice.
Alright, cool.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
Alright, Vale guards and courtesans.
I would speak with this Duke about the demands he's made of me and my fellow traders.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Because he handed it in along with his...
Your town needs you. I need you.
But the Duke would have me clapped in irons.
Alright, let's have a chat.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Lend the citizens what's your strength. Of course.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good. Does that not seem a trifle drastic? Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means. Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round. False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Alright, let's go.
The task of organizing the town watch has been taking up a great deal of Philippe's time of late. And the rest he spends guarding the main gate to the markets. You'll find him there, most likely.
Your town needs you. I need you.
But the Duke would have me
What does the dame have to say about all this, I wonder? Surely.
So you are content to abandon the people to their fates?
I'm not abandoning anyone to anything. Look, I'm sorry, but I've got a job to do here.
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
That's Grieger's Weep. Well, we'll continue that in the next stream, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Do any likes, follows, comments, or subscribes that you may wish or want to do now in the future. I'm going to take a break, and then I'll be back with you.